Hello, my name is Bambi Evans, and I am currently the curriculum facilitator at the Academy at Lincoln. In my current position, I do not currently teach in the classroom. I do, however, and have done some English, ELA, and math class co-teaching this year. I have also taught online classes through Canvas for a 7th grade science, where we had a teacher that left in February. We did not find a replacement, so I actually had to get in there and be the online teacher, per se, in that classroom. I was able to get in there and speak with the kids the first day and kind of give them an introduction and some expectations. But then from then on out, I was not able to actually get in the classroom with those students on a regular basis because of my other job duties as a curriculum facilitator. In that curriculum, in that I created curriculum content. I imported stuff from all kinds of avenues, SAS, Discovery Ed, Quizlet, um, biology sites. I just was able to create some content from all over the internet. I also created PowerPoints and then put them on Mix so they could watch me on the video actually teaching them through and guiding them through my videos. So there's some quizzes or some videos that they had to watch for the content. And then I created assignments that then related to that content. And had them be graded or provided feedback for the students once they completed those assignments in Canvas. I gave them access or steered them towards interactive sites, such as places where they could interact with the bones of the body, the muscles, cells, different things like that that was actually part of their content. I created announcements, I created online quizzes, I created quizzes in SchoolNet, just any and every way that I could, change it up to make sure that they were accessing curriculum and learning from different avenues. After that, during that process, I also had to provide students with feedback on their assignments. I had to respond to emails through Canvas and through my regular school email in relation to this class. I did grades and had things graded through SpeedGrader as well as through SchoolNet that I input myself. So I was able to use Canvas on a regular basis. I had to in order to make the class work. I had done this one other time previously as an AP at Moorhead High School, where we had a teacher leave as a math teacher for an extended leave. And at that point, I taught Math 1, and it was in a blended environment. I was still the AP, but as a former math teacher, I was able to jump right in and continue their content and delivery. A lot of it had to be online, and what it did was it helped me to more individualize the content for the students as well, as I couldn't be in there all the time. I could communicate with the students, I could assess what they were doing, and it made it more individual. And when I was in there, I could actually have them in groups, and I could assign assignments that were different for each group due to when my formative assessments, I was able to put them into groups or give them some more individual instruction, having them do something different or refer them to something different, which helped out quite a bit in my delivery of that class. I really enjoy the online environment because you actually can more individualize your instruction. You can give things to groups. You can give things to individuals. You can assess them as individuals. Kids are students, I found my students to be very comfortable asking me questions online, where I noticed they weren't such great advocates for themselves in the classroom. They would ask me online because they felt like we were talking one-on-one and doing that together. So I really see the individual, the personal learning that's happening there, and them accessing the content as well as accessing me as the instructor or facilitator in a more active way, because they have to be active participants in their own education. Sometimes they can be very passive in the classroom and sometimes forgotten about, but you have to be actively doing this. You have to be self-motivated to be the one that's in here trying to learn something from online. Some of the resources that I would put in front of the students, many times I accessed, like I said before, for my science classes, a number of things. But for my math class, I used IXL. I used Quizlet, SAS Curriculum Pathways, Khan Academy, Wolfram Alpha. All of those are resources that I would use in the delivery and in the support that I would give my students. When I'm using Microsoft Tools, it's a great way to access curriculum and to get the content across. When people feel like they have the ability to access me and they know that they can get me by email or get me by their Canvas in the Canvas learning system, they can actually get their stuff sent to me and I can provide them timely feedback so that they can understand the material that they're trying to learn. I support the kids by being in contact with them, by making sure that they understand that I am knowledgeable. I support parents by being in communication, constant communication with the parents, and letting them know and providing them with feedback about where their students' progress is. The communication methods that I use when I'm doing an online environment are, again, I've listed several other things before, but your email, your announcements, your in Canvas, I've even done Remind 101, all kinds of different things that I've done to make sure that I've communicated with people. Phone calls, whatever it takes to make sure that they know that we are in this together and I'm facilitating a learning environment to make sure that they're successful in. It can be a new thing for some students, so we really have to sometimes take baby steps to really get started. But how am I going to fit this opportunity in? All of my children are grown currently, so I have the summer to myself. I'm doing some professional development and doing some book groups, but I am not currently, I don't have children at home, so this fits into my hobbies that I do during the summer. Another one of those things that I can do to increase my learning. So I do a lot of professional development during the summer and self-growth. I believe this is going to be one of those opportunities where it will also be an opportunity for me to grow and grow with educational content in mind. So that's one of the things that I'm excited about, maybe having this opportunity. On a scale of 1 to 4, how well do you adapt to using technology? I'm pretty well adapted to using technology, so I would say that that's probably a 4. I attend and brush up on my technology yearly. I'm a troubleshooter. If I can't figure something out, I troubleshoot until I feel like I've exhausted all of my avenues. I think my own children, who are currently in their in college and things, are surprised at some of the things that I'm able to do after hearing that some of their parents cannot do that. But I would say that my technology integration and my abilities are pretty high. My level of experience with Canvas is not as a full-time teacher, but I would say it's pretty high since I use Canvas as a professional development tool. I have led professional development through Canvas. I've taught through Canvas. I use Canvas to house information and to communicate information. I use Canvas for a book study. I created a classroom management, professional development online. I've used it in a number of ways. I can create the quizzes. I can upload pages, pictures. All the different bells and whistles that Canvas offers are incredible. So I enjoy using those because they are actually, I think, once you get it on there, it leads to a lot of time to actually be able to provide that feedback. So I'm excited about the fact that the content it is on there in this math opportunity that I actually can provide some good feedback to the students. So as far as answering all the questions that I was required to, I believe I have. Any further information, I'd be more than happy to talk with you about. Again, my name is Bambi Evans. I am currently the curriculum facilitator at the Academy at Lincoln, and I look forward to talking with you again in the pursuit of this great opportunity. Thank you.